Aloha, everybody.
Aloha.
It is John and, oh, I was going to have you say Cat.
You have to warn me if you're
that's
changing it
Cat.
up.
So,
All right, let's start over.
well, no, it's sort of funny. Let's just
God.
go with it.
No.
All right, start over.
All right.
Take 27.
Take 27. I can go when the blooper rolls.
All right. Take 27 and whoops. Aloha, everybody.
Aloha.
It is John and
Cat.
or some of you know us as Cabana John and Kitty Cat. And we are here in one of our favorite places on earth. That is Ko Olina on the island of Oahu in the beautiful state of Hawaii.
Yep.
So we are going to walk the beachfront path here at Ko Olina today. We will be talking about the developments along the path, the beaches, the history. We have a lot of stuff to talk about.
The Hawaiian monk seals.
The Hawaiian monk seals. I forgot all about the wildlife that's here. And just all the great stuff that Ko Olina has to offer. And we are pumped up to do it. So let's go.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Hey, Kat, we are here at I would say the starting of the Ko Olina beachfront path, also known as Lagoon 4. We are again in beautiful Ko Olina, Hawaii, and we are going to walk the beachfront path here. We, along the way, are going to talk about everything that Ko Olina has to offer, beautiful hotel and resorts, condominiums, and incredible public beaches. So we're starting here at Lagoon 4. First of all, one thing we noted is people working out around the lagoons and beaches. We were in a yoga class was going on, and
we might encounter a few runners as we video this. This is a pretty popular time to be running the path.
Yeah, good point, Kitty Cat. This is an awesome place to walk or run. I come out almost every morning and walk it a few times, and it is great. So let's just talk about Lagoon 4. Lagoon 4 is the only of the 4 man-made lagoons here at Ko Olina that doesn't have a resort, hotel, or condominium tower.
Yeah, maybe I'll span around to the back here so they could see what is here, where a hotel might be.
Yeah, no, that's a great point.
What do we see back here?
So, when you first started panning, there was one of the several chapels that is here in Ko Olina. This was originally sacred grounds for Hawaiian royalty, so there are several chapels. There are also 2 large parking lots and a marina, public marina with commercial boats. You can take catamaran trips and fishing trips and whale watching and whatever else. There are also some fancy yachts that are there and all kinds of stuff. Lots of people are pointing out in the water.
I was just looking at that too. I see a lot of people pointing. Let's
I only see people.
Pan around, see.
I don't know if it's a monk seal or a turtle or a whale. Oh, he's way out there. It's just a whale, but he's pretty far out.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So that's fun. We don't often see whales on Oahu like you would in Maui, for instance. This time of year in Maui, you see whales constantly. Not as much.
Way the heck out there.
Yeah, he's way out there, but that's pretty darn cool.
Yeah.
A good example of the wildlife that lives around here.
We'll zoom in here. I'm sure we can't get anywhere close to it, but...
You don't want to swim out there?
Oh, gosh. You go first. I'll meet you there.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Well, we'll continue on.
Yeah.
That's an exciting find, but I don't think we'll get much of a view for that.
All right. So, yeah. So back to the marina, what I was saying is one of the really important features is there's 2 large parking lots that are open to the public. The first lot is a free parking lot. That one, when you get to the entry point, is on the right. And then the entry on the left is a paid parking lot, and there are signs inside so you can follow the QR code and pay for parking. The rates seem to vary. I think they do surge pricing, so I don't even want to give you a price, but it's reasonable in all the times that we've seen. So again, Lagoon 4, I should say also, with the large public parking lots and lack of hotel and resorts, you end up getting a lot of the public come here. All beaches in Hawaii are open to the public, but this one in particular, with the large parking lots, you get a lot of people, both locals and tourists that are, just staying off the path area.
Yeah, it's a fun place to come down, and you'll see big families here spending the day on the grass. This lagoon has more grass space than most of the others, so it's a nice way to spend the day out here.
Yeah, one thing I would say also, besides we mentioned people working out and picnics, and I see a lot of families, I'm guessing locals, and they get out here early. I've seen them as early as 7:30 setting up their their picnics for the day.
Yeah.
And people, I'll say it's really cultural here. The beach is their home, and so they spend a lot of time here, and you often will see families here all day, and it's great to see.
All right, well, let's come back over here. We'll get back on the path.
Yeah, get back
Head off to the next lagoon.
For sure. One thing you'll see before we hit that straightaway, over there on the left, I see a young lady working out, and it really is. When you talk about a place, if you have a workout routine or something, or one of those videos that you follow or something like that, right there right next to the water, and it's pretty quiet. That is a darn nice place to get your workouts in.
What about if your style is more walk the path while you carry your Diet Coke? Does that work too?
The path walkers for Diet Cokes is of course a great thing. We'll probably do a whole video and blog segment on where to find fountain Diet Cokes in Ko Olina.
Now sign me up for that. That is definitely up my alley.
All right, you got it. All right, let's keep moving and we'll head toward Lagoon 3.
All right.
All right, we are approaching Lagoon 3. I call Lagoon 3 sort of our home away from home. Kitty Cat, why do I say that?
Well, as much as we love our home, I think we love it here just as much. We spend as much time here as we can.
For sure.
Been coming here for years now with the kids, the family.
For sure. This is the Marriott Vacation Club's Ko Olina Beach Club. It is a timeshare and hotel property, and literally, you mentioned I said something about our home away from home and how much we love it. If we could just move a bunch of our friends from Las Vegas and maybe some of the entertainment options, then we would really have it all right here. But seriously, this is an awesome place. We love it. We've been coming for many years, as Kitty Cat said. The Marriott Vacation Club here has 3 buildings, and all 3 offer some amazing ocean views as well as resort views on the backside of the buildings. You often have golf course and sometimes even marina views. So it is just really a great place. It's just a great family resort.
I'm going to pan over here to the beach. Show the cabanas, the umbrellas, the lounge chairs. We're here this week with my mom and John's aunt. We'll pan around, see if we can find them sitting out there on the beach somewhere. Sort of like, where's Waldo? Where's Elaine? Where's Maggie?
They might be out there. Let us
know if you can find them.
For sure, for sure. So the beach, just before I forget, I wanted to mention there are cabanas and the umbrellas with chaise lounges there. And those are available for rent. The rental fees are modest compared to a lot of the other Hawaiian resorts, and occasionally we will do that. Then in the resort side, you have 3 large swimming pools, one of which has a water slide, which the kids, I remember, used to love. The other kid pool has a small children's area and also volleyball and basketball, as well as a few lanes that are marked off for swimming, laps, which you might see early in the morning.
Well, my favorite activity in the pool to watch, water aerobics. They are having a great time out there every morning.
We really have to do that. Those people, our room this year overlooks that pool, and those people just go crazy every morning.
We're going to have to throw a little video clip of that in here to show people what we're talking about. Our words aren't going to do it justice, I don't think.
Yeah, no, for sure, kitty cat, for sure. You know, before I forget, I also want to mention here at Marriott, you have 2 primary restaurants. You have Longy's, which is sort of a fancier Italian seafood kind of restaurant. Among other things, they have a Sicilian Mai Tai, which includes a macadamia nut crust on the rim, which is incredible. Then you also have Longboards, which is a little more of a quick serve, casual restaurant. But
an amazing drink there as well.
Well, at the bar, they do have the frozen Mai Tai, which is pretty darn good. And do you want to tell our viewers the breaking news that we just learned about a week ago?
While we were here, they had an owners meeting, and the owners fought their way through and got them frozen Mai Tais on the happy hour menu.
That is it. So 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, you do not have to be staying at the Marriott. Just saddle up there to the Longboards bar and order yourself one. It is a very good drink.
One is probably about all you have time to order in that 1 hour of happy hour.
Yeah, it will acknowledge wish the happy hour were a bit longer, but you know, we enjoy it certainly a couple days of the week.
Well, that's maybe underestimating how many times we've gotten that drink, but yeah, we'll go with that. Here on our right, we're approaching one of the many bathrooms. Each lagoon has a men's and women's bathroom, and this is the one here at this lagoon. Should we take a tour inside? Show them what it looks like?
Well, you can. Looks sort of like a beach bathroom. It's pretty clean.
I was just joking. I doubt people in there would really like me wandering in with the camera, but we do have some pictures on our website of what it looks like inside if you're curious.
You know, though, it's funny as you say that, we just passed the maintenance people, which, by the way, Ko Olina has excellent maintenance people throughout. That maintenance vehicle, I noticed they have a bunch of rolls of toilet paper and soap. So they are keeping those bathrooms stocked, which I think is just great.
Let's take one last look back here of this lagoon. Give you a pretty view.
Yes.
The
Again,
resort.
Lagoon 3, and that is the Marriott Vacation Club's Ko Olina Beach Club.
All right. One of our favorites. Let's wander on this way.
Let's keep wandering. We'll be heading toward Lagoon 2. And, you know, before we hit that straight away, I'll just give you some quick history about Ko Olina. The development started in the 1980s, mid-80s. At that point, the Japanese developer, along with a local Hawaiian developer, did the development, built the 4 man-made lagoons. They also, over by Lagoon 1, they built a luxury hotel, which is now the Four Seasons, and they built a high-level golf course, which has hosted LPGA events, as an example, just to give you an example of the level of play to expect out there.
Great restaurant over there at the golf course also.
Ah, yes, Roy's, very popular Hawaiian restaurant. So with that, let's hit this straight away and head on over to Lagoon 2.
All right.
All right, so we are approaching Lagoon 2. Looks a lot like the other lagoons, of course. The biggest difference here is there's two condo towers. One condo development is what I was going to say. Luxury beachfront condos.
Hey, let's hold up here real quick. I've
Sure.
never actually looked up. What's up here? What kind of tree is that, do you think? You see those?
Oh, what are those?
I don't know.
It's not a coconut.
Well, not a pineapple either. I'm not sure what those are.
Oh.
Anyway, a little
Interesting.
sidetrack there. If you know what kind of tree this is and what's growing there, shoot us a message. Hop on the chat there and let us know what sort of tree this is.
Look at those roots.
The roots are amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry for the
you're-
detour there, but it just caught my eye.
You're good, kitty cat. And there's stuff like that throughout Ko Olina, and that's one of the things that makes it so special. So before I talk about the condos, I just mentioned we're passing a vacant lot. So between the Marriott and the condo towers is a large vacant lot. I assume eventually it will have a hotel or condos or something built because that is pretty prime real estate. But until that happens, this Lagoon 2 is, I think, the least populated of the 4 lagoons here at Ko Olina.
Yep, I agree with that.
And I think that's because the condos are not nearly as big as the resort hotels at the other lagoons. Also, there's limited parking, so you're not going to get as many people from the general public coming here. But again, all the beaches in Hawaii are open to the public, so if you can find a place to park, you can come on in and enjoy it. Going back to the condos, luxury condos starting at $2 million, and that's on the backside of the building, looking maybe at the parking lot. If you're going to be on the front side, the beach side, I certainly haven't looked at prices because it is, let's just say, a touch above our level.
That's what I was thinking, a little out of our price range.
Just a little. I'm thinking they probably start at around 3.5, 4 million these days. So something certainly to strive for, because you can see some people up there on those balconies. That's a beachfront, and that is a nice view for sure.
It sure is. That's really pretty.
So what else can I tell you? Lagoon.
Well, I see up ahead, we talked about the bathrooms, and along with each bathroom, you'll find a shower. Now, the showers are not in the bathroom itself. They're outside on the beach. A lot of people use them just to get the sand off, but if you need a little quick shower, I suppose you could do that as well.
Kitty cat, just so no one, mishears you, leave the soap and shampoo at home, because that is, I don't think that's really what they have in mind here. But anyway, just keep that in mind.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Maybe stick with some water.
There you go. But it is
Speaking
a nice
of water, we have some over here.
Yep, water fountain.
You'll see as he's showing for us, you can refill your water bottles as well as just get a sip of water.
Good point. Oh, on the left, we have Leilani's. So Leilani's has 2 locations here at Ko Olina, one at Lagoon 4, one here at Lagoon 2.
Well, it looks a little empty. Is it just a place for a cute photo op, or what is that?
Well, my understanding is they are open on weekends, and I think they are serving shave ice, among other things. I'm sure non-alcoholic drinks in that regard.
We should give that place a try.
For
Let's
sure.
Keep them in business. I
Let's
like
do
that.
it. Let's do it. So what else can I tell you about Lagoon 2? Well, one thing is there is another large vacant lot on the north side of the condo tower, and we'll tell you a little bit more about that as we move along.
You're going to make them wait, huh? That's pretty exciting news over there, too.
Well, it's pretty big news. It is, major development news, and but let's just wait a minute on that.
How about while we make our viewers wait to see what that big announcement is, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're watching us on YouTube. We'd really appreciate it. Just getting started, but appreciate the support. Also, we're on Instagram and Facebook.
And share with your friends too.
Ooh, even better.
Like, share, subscribe. I think that's what all the experts say, right?
All right.
So, Lagoon 2, beautiful place to spend a day. There's going to be quiet beach time. You're going to get some wildlife here and there. Maybe occasionally a monk seal will pop up onto the beach. And it's just a great way to spend a day.
All right, should we move on to the next lagoon? There's a lot to talk about at lagoon number 1.
Yeah, lagoon number 1, that is certainly a busy lagoon. And if this major development happens right here on our right, I think lagoon 1 and 2 are going to get even busier.
All right, let's go check them out.
Let's do it. Well, as we get to Lagoon 1, I have a lot to say, so I'm going to get it started. Across the way, the big white building with, I guess those are brownish roofs, that is what is now the Four Seasons. We'll talk a little bit more about that when we get closer. Luxury hotel, of course. Next to the Four Seasons, you have the Disney Aulani property, which...
one of our other favorite places.
For sure, for sure.
Hawaii and Disney, for me, you can't go wrong. 2 of my favorite things.
Yeah, that's a darn good combination. And then next to Disney is one of several chapels here in Ko Olina. Just the other day, we saw a wedding. It appeared to perhaps be a Japanese couple getting married and taking some amazing beachfront photos.
That really was very sweet.
Yeah, that was fun. But again, it's formerly, or I guess still considered, sacred land and is a very popular place for weddings. So Lagoon 1 tends to be the busiest in our experience. You have 2 large hotels. It's also the closest to the front gate. I think a lot of perhaps people park at one of the parking lots in this direction and come here. So it's busy.
And the nice shopping center is right across the street from here,
yeah,
so it's pretty nice as well.
Good point, with extra parking.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say busy, I'm not talking busy like certainly we've seen at different popular beaches, like even in Hawaii, like Waikiki or somewhere like that. But just busier than the other Ko Olina beaches, but certainly beautiful. Again, with the palm trees, the grass behind the sand.
And that water is just crystal clear, bright turquoise. I'm not sure the video is doing it justice, but
Kitty Cat,
it's spectacular.
The other day you were walking here, and what did you see trying to come ashore? Was it a boat, or what was it?
Oh,
a boat?
It was one of the Hawaiian monk seals right here on this very beach.
And that was at, what, 10 a.m. or something, right?
It was. It just kept coming right up to shore, sort of barking at the people, sort of giving his sign of, hey, I'm here. Do you see me? Move off the beach. I want to come up and get warm, take a little rest. It was really awesome. Check out the video. It's on YouTube.
You know, Kitty Cat, before we go talk about the Disney and the Four Seasons, can we just go up here to the parking lot?
I was just thinking we should take a detour.
Yeah, let's just detour real quick. I want to just, I feel like the development that is apparently going to be happening, it is an on-again, off-again development, but as of just maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, it is apparently on again. The Chinese developer that had been planning to develop this property sold, I think for, if I remember the article correctly, perhaps a couple $100 million less than they bought it for.
Ooh,
but that investment didn't work out so well. But in any event, what we have is a large parcel of land. This is going to be between the condo towers and the Disney Aulani property. You
Look
can
at
see
that,
it
right
here.
on the beach. That's
Right on the
pretty
beach.
prime spot.
Oh, all right. So the view here is amazing. I think the property development is going to especially impact Lagoon 2. My guess is that is where this new development will be sort of focused, but also a little bit on Lagoon 1. What is that development? How about if I told you they are going to build the newest Atlantis resort right here in Ko Olina? So you might have been there in the Bahamas, you might have been there, I think the other one's in Dubai. Right here in Ko Olina, we are supposed to be getting an Atlantis, and
I'll be one of the first to go if it happens.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I mean, Atlantis, obviously, incredibly first-class resorts.
We'll give another look here as we pan around.
Can you imagine, Kitty Cat? You have Disney and Atlantis next door to each other. I mean, that's that's not a bad combination right there.
Well, what I'm imagining is the view for the people in the condos right there. How that's going to disrupt their property a fair amount.
Yeah, good point there. I bet you those condos there on the side are $2.5 million, and some of them are definitely going to have their views impacted.
Spinning all the way around here, what are we looking at here?
Yeah, so we just got one of the public parking lots. Each of the lagoons has at least one public parking lot. They are free on a first come, first served basis, and they do tend to fill up pretty quick.
Yeah, oftentimes we'll walk by here and you'll see cars lined up just waiting to get in.
Yeah, particularly the end of the day for the sunset, I think is the most common. So yeah, you have the Atlantis will be here on the right. Then you have Disney there next door to it. And that's what we got here, right? This is this parking lot they call Lagoon 1B. Of course, can you guess? Let's see if our viewers can guess what the parking lot is called on the other side of Lagoon 1.
Boy, you sort of stumped me here. This is Lagoon 1B.
Oh, we'll just leave it there. Maybe someone can comment, try to guess what that might be.
I bet our viewers can figure that one out.
Yeah, I guess you're right. All right. Just kidding, guys. Okay, so let's head back down to Lagoon 1, and then we'll tell you a little bit more about Disney and the Four Seasons.
All right. As we approach this bench here on the right side, it reminds me of the time Emily, our daughter, and I were here, and we saved a bird. That was quite the excitement. Little bird had fallen down, a baby, and the mongoose was giving it a hard time. So we helped the bird out. That was a funny story.
That was a pretty epic day, I have to say. Maybe if we have time later, we'll tell the story of Aunt Mag rescuing that bird that she told us, because that was even funnier.
That was a good story.
Anyway, so we're here at Lagoon 1, Ko Olina, Hawaii. Here is one of the chapels. This one seems to be the most used. Again, I think it's a lot of people from Japan that end up getting married here. That has been my experience.
That is one of our other favorite places to go. You know, before I said Disney and Hawaii, but I think I have to throw Japan in there as well.
Yeah, Japan is really epic. If I could just learn a little bit of Japanese, which seems sort of difficult. But anyway,
that would be helpful.
We'll deal with that another day.
Shout out to any of our Japanese followers out there.
For sure, for sure.
And here we approach Aulani, the Disney resort.
Yeah, Kitty Cat, we've stayed here a couple of times, and it is super fun. I mean, I remember when our kids were little, and they would ride those water slides for hours, and they would go round and around in the lazy river, tons of games to play. And always, I think you've mentioned it, other times we've been here, the key difference is it's not a Disney resort like you're used to in Anaheim or Florida. It's Hawaiian.
It is Hawaiian. That's a nice way of putting it. It's just basically a nice tribute to the Hawaiian culture.
Yeah, they've done a really nice job to make it as authentic as possible. And then occasionally you'll see Mickey Mouse or one of his friends walking around, but it's really rare. It's not They don't just happen all day long like when you're at Disneyland or Disney World.
If you do want to see the characters, make sure to sign up for the character breakfast. They do have that. And I believe it sells out pretty quickly. So
yeah, good point.
Plan that ahead of time.
Also, speaking of the characters, I believe there's a Disney Aulani app which lets you know when the characters will be coming out.
Yeah.
Before you were on the beach there for a minute, I forgot to mention the umbrellas here, last I heard, are included with your stay. They don't cost extra, which is nice. Nice fitness schedule. One of my favorite looking, because I have certainly not tried it, fitness classes, they have a morning class where the workout participants are on paddle boards and balancing themselves on there as they do their exercise. That looks like a good one.
I have to say, selfishly speaking, I would love to see you try that.
Yeah, that I'll acknowledge that might be funny.
Your balance is not much to write home about, but I would really love to see that.
Well,
you look good in a swimsuit, though.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
This is one of my favorite places as well. Not open just yet, but I feel like it's worth pointing out what's on the menu.
Yeah, a couple things, couple of the highlights. One of the highlights is certainly the Dole Whip. The thing I mentioned is it reminds me of the tiki bars in Las Vegas where you can get Dole Whip with a shot of rum.
The golden tiki, especially in Vegas, needs a shout out.
At this snack bar, they don't have shots of rum, but they do have some sort of alcohol drink. And then there was another treat. What is the other treat they have there?
Oh boy, they have two.
Okay, tell me.
Pineapple with white chocolate and shredded coconut.
Yeah.
And a frozen banana with chocolate and macadamia nuts.
I would say both of those sound divine.
Here's the infinity pool.
All right,
As we walk by, sometimes you'll see just crowds of people leaning over the edge there. It's very fun to walk by.
All right, so that's Disney. And again, we've stayed there a couple times. Super fun. Highly recommend it, particularly if you have little kids, and particularly if you like Disney, of course. And then we come upon the Four Seasons. This used to be the JW Marriott. It was rebranded about 5 years ago, and I believe they spent several $100 million, if I remember correctly, redoing it. You have Mina's Fish House, which we'll actually are going to do a separate video about that.
Great cocktails there.
Yeah, awesome. I got to say it, right? What's their maybe, I want to say their best drink? Tell us.
Well, that would be a cocktail out of a tin of Spam.
Yeah, a Mai Tai. Tin. It is a Mai Tai in a Spam tin. Like, come on now. That is a good one. Anyway, Four Seasons, like I said, we have not stayed there. Last I looked, the rates were $1,100 and up. So, and it was a quick up. So I think it was $1,100 for the parking lot, and then it was around $1,650, and that's a night, by the way.
So are you telling me that we won't be shooting video inside the rooms here anytime soon?
It might be a while.
What you're telling me?
How about this, kitty cat? If we get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, then we will spend at least one night there. Is that a fair deal?
Is that a true deal, or is this part of the blooper roll that you're going to make me cut out?
Yeah, just kidding, just kidding. My fingers are crossed.
No, I'm going to hold you to that.
All right, so here's one of the 3 pools at the Four Seasons. I think they added this one. I think they added 2 when they did the remodel. This is a lovely pool just overlooking the beach. It is just a stunning setting and looking out toward the Ko Olina Resort and Lagoon 1. Now, we're at Lagoon 1. Does that mean our walk is over?
It is not. We have a couple of key spots still. It might look like the path is ending here. But up here on the left is a secret little, cutout, I guess you could say, from the path that a lot of people seem to just walk right by. But we'll take a detour there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Get out of the sun, get some shade if nothing else.
Of course, we mentioned people walking by, and then everyone turns in. That's funny.
That is funny.
But it is a nice, I would say, secluded setting.
We'll see people here doing yoga sometimes or meditating on the ground. We'll see who's here today.
Looks like we have a couple doing some photos.
But as you can see, you get a really nice shot of the lagoon from here. All right, so over here, you can see the Four Seasons, and we'll pan all the way around to Aulani.
You know, one
and
thing.
then off in the distance,
Wait, go ahead.
behind those trees back there is that vacant lot we were talking about where Atlantis will go, presumably.
Sorry to cut you off.
No,
Sorry. The one thing I forgot to mention, the Disney property, just like the Marriott, is a hotel and timeshare property. So people that are members of the Disney Vacation Club can use their points and stay there. And then again, the hotel is also open to the public. Last I checked, the rates were around $600 and up per night. And again, that would be for the, I think they call it a garden view, which I call a parking lot view. But in all seriousness, it's still a very nice resort. You know, one thing I forgot to mention, so you might have to rewatch this video in slow motion. It is possible when we walk down that beachfront path, there might have been some major musical stars or future musical stars walking, because they are actually filming American Idol here in I think 2 or 3 days. Okay. And with that being the case, I don't even remember. I think it's Luke Bryan and Carrie Underwood and Lionel Richie, I believe, are the celebrity judges. And anyway.
Boy, I feel like if we passed them on the path, we might have recognized them, but you never know.
Well, I don't know. I was pretty focused on providing high quality content to our viewers.
We'll pull over here for a second. Take a look here. What do we have here?
Yeah, so this is the third of the Four Seasons pools, again added during the remodel. I love this one the best. Well, not that I've ever been inside there, but at least from the distance, it appears to be infinity edge, just overlooking this secluded rocky beachfront, and I just really special. Some guys
see some
hopefully catching some fish. There. Yeah, see that occasionally for sure.
A lot of people like to walk out there on those rocks.
You know, the other thing here at the Four Seasons, right here on this grass area, you also will see weddings or corporate events or different types of meetings, you know, meals, dinners, whatever. Just a beautiful setting. But that pool looks pretty darn nice to me.
Sure does.
So let's get to 1,000 subscribers so we can check that out.
I like that idea.
You know, and it reminds me, I've heard this question asked, is when is the best time to come to Hawaii or Ko Olina? In my opinion, somewhere between January and December is best. But really, we like the winter. It rains very infrequently on this side of the island. It is the dry side of the island. Gets about 20 inches of rain a year, and which is really not too much compared to a lot of cities of the world, certainly.
Just one last look of that pool you like so much.
Yeah. Come on, 1,000 subscribers, come on. And I want to know what's in that VW van that appeared. Maybe it's like a food truck or something right next to the pool.
I'm not sure. It is fun looking.
All right, well, let's keep going. We are coming up on, we're going to get to the end of the paved path. We're going to hit the rocks, and then we will get to the first of 3 natural lagoons here at Ko Olina. Kitty Cat, I believe you come out here every morning.
Every morning. This is called Secret Beach, this first one we're coming to.
And tell us why. Why do you like coming out here?
I like coming out here because you often see Hawaiian monk seals out here, and you'll see some crabs. You'll see turtles in the water. We'll see if we see anything today, although there are way too many people out there on Secret Beach today for there to be any monk seals on there.
Wow, this is about the first morning that we have gotten here and not had Hawaiian monk seals.
Well, we'll make our way out there, give you a little look at the path you walk here. As you can see, it's pretty rocky and sandy and sometimes slippery, but we'll wind our way down. try to avoid any blooper reels by falling over. We'll take this path. Follow this cute family out to the beach. Maybe we'll be lucky and see a Hawaiian monk seal swim up to shore. You'll see that sometimes.
I think just yesterday you saw that, if I remember correctly.
Just yesterday, you're right. All right, let's see. We have a photographer out here. Lots of people on the backside, sort of looking through the rocks. Anyway, this is Secret Beach. If you continue over straight ahead, you'll get to Secret Beach number 2, and then all the way over to Paradise Cove Beach.
And real quick on that point, Kitty Cat, going from Secret Beach to Secret Beach number 2, I assume there's a paved path?
There's not a paved path. There is a slippery, rocky path. And I did that for our viewers just the other day to give you a look at what that looks like. I advise it. It was fun. But go with a friend. Wear shoes.
Well,
straight ahead here. I'm coming to focus in on these crabs.
Those guys could be lunch, right?
Well, you know,
can you catch them?
I can give that a try. You're probably faster than me. I'd like to see you try.
That would be funny.
Some little fish down there also. I
think you would really enjoy that video. Me on slippery rocks trying to catch some fast crabs and then getting snipped or something. That
would be awesome.
That's funny.
All right, so let's turn this camera around.
Wow, Kitty Cat, that was an awesome day today. I really loved that. I hope our viewers enjoy it as well.
Yep, I do too. I had a good time. I have to admit, I'm sort of looking forward to getting out of the sun. I might make my way back and pick up some Dole Whip on my way back, but that was fun. Thanks, everyone.
All right, you want to walk it again?
Oh, no, I really don't.
Good?
Sorry, folks.
For today, we're good. All right. Well, good
I'm
times.
done for today, but that was fun.
Hey, everybody, please remember, go to wanderingpalz.com. That's Palz with a Z. And also, please like, share, and subscribe our videos. We'd really appreciate it. All right.
All right.
Aloha.
Mahalo.